Hello? Okay. Working now? Audio wasn't functioning for some reason. Alright, we're live. Today we're playing The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. And, let's hop right on in. Nope. There we go. So, I think we're gonna probably keep going with, the Mage Skull questline. Got the quests that, pretty much only have the quests, that Tamriel Rebuilt adds to that questline to do, which is kind of seeming like a lot, because it's looking like Tamriel Rebuilt adds a lot of content, a lot more than I thought. But yeah, so right now we are on our way to Almalexia. Last time I had gone pretty much this entire way, but then right at the end I got greedy and stole something. I stole some flowers. I didn't think anyone was around, but I got caught. Morrowind is your least played Elder Scrolls. You should fix that sometime. Morrowind is your least played? Really? I mean, honestly, if Morrowind is your least played, I'd be pretty shocked. You've played Daggerfall and Arena more than Morrowind? You started with Skyrim? You're really... I started with Skyrim as well, man. Yeah. No, I started with Skyrim as well. Then I went Morrowind, then I played Oblivion, and then I still haven't gotten around to playing Arena and Daggerfall. Or Legends, or Online, or the Redguard one. But as soon as I played Morrowind, I just fell in love with it. It is, of the ones I've played, Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, it's been my favorite. I don't know, the atmosphere is just lovely. I love the music, the landscape. I mean, technically this isn't even part of the canon landscape, I guess. It's part of it's a modded in area. Vanilla or with mods? I only tried vanilla. This is with mods. So like right now, I'm doing the Mages Guild questline. My plan was to just get... I was going to just finish the Mages Guild questline on this playthrough. I didn't think it was going to take too much longer. But then I realized that I added a mod that changes the requirements for the Mages Guild questline. So the base game, vanilla game, only encapsulates this area. Right? This island here and this little bit here as well. This part is from a DLC. But then all of this, and I don't know if the map is, I don't know what's up here. There's more land that goes up here. I don't know if the mod didn't add it or if it's a map error. But yeah, all of this is added by a mod called Tamriel Rebuilt. And it adds more Mages Guild locations. So, and it changes the requirements for advancement in the Mages Guild location. So I have to go do duties in all the Mages Guild halls that also get added by Tamriel Rebuilt, which seems to be quite a few. So I'm in the process of doing that. But Tamriel Rebuilt is really cool. It just extended how much time I thought I was going to be on this playthrough. Basically, what Tamriel Rebuilt does is, so Morrowind only takes place on an island inside the country of Morrowind called Vardenfell. So this is the island Vardenfell. And then actual Morrowind kind of extends, as you can see here, you know, with this landmass here, goes all the way around up to here, and then, you know, kind of borders with Skyrim right here on this side. Black Marsh past down here, and Cyrodiil's kind of over this way, right? But the vanilla Morrowind was originally going to be all of Morrowind, but then the scope for that was too big. I guess they came from Daggerfall, where the map for Daggerfall is ginormous. It is the biggest, probably one of the biggest maps in gaming, or it had been one of the biggest maps in gaming for ages. Nowadays, probably like, I don't know, there's procedural generated ones as well now. Yeah, so like, yeah, Daggerfall has a ginormous map, but it's procedurally generated. So most of the area in Daggerfall is empty. From what I've seen, because the map, you know, procedural generation. So it's not the most interesting thing ever map-wise. It's just very big. And then Morrowind, they went away from the procedural generation, and yeah, I think that was a good idea, as it seems like you're agreeing here, or also of that mind. Honestly, even if you only see like 2%, you love that, honestly, if you only see like 2% of it, yeah. Because like Morrowind, this little island here, and it is little, for, you know, if you compare Morrowind's map to Oblivion or Skyrim, Morrowind's map, which is just the island of Vardenfell, is pretty tiny. But it's packed full, right? Like every little area is very well designed. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of empty space in Morrowind, in vanilla Morrowind. I love that quite a bit. And one trick that they had for making it seem like, I don't know, you know, it might have also just been a limitation of the game. Anyway, let's make it smaller again. Might have also just been a limitation of the game, of games at the time. But one trick they had was the fog, the view distance, right? Because the view distance is so short, and there's so much fog when you're playing Morrowind, the map feels a lot larger, and you also walk very slowly. The map feels a lot larger than it actually is. Which you really notice, like when you, if you set up OpenMW and replace the game engine that way, and then you can turn off the game fog, and you can turn off the or you can increase the render distance. And then you can just, like, go to Vivek and you can see nearby cities. The map feels really small when you turn off the fog and turn up the render distance. Which, yeah, when I first did that, I was like, wow, this map is actually really small. It just felt way bigger than it actually was, because it was so jam-packed of stuff. There's so much stuff in the game, and like in a tight area. Whereas in Skyrim, if you don't fast travel in Skyrim, you're walking and not coming across anything for quite some time. It's a really interesting perspective, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is like sometimes, you know, as you can see at the bottom here, my fatigue is constantly at 0. I'm very used to newer games where your walking speed is a lot faster. So I've been sprinting everywhere. But like, really the experience would be you're walking at this speed to places. But to me, this is grueling. This is so slow. I don't know if I could take it. Even if I do love the landscape. Like, this is... I mean, this is modded, but it's using Morrowind textures and assets. Even if it is... Oh, wait, I went the wrong way here, didn't I? I mean... Well, actually, no, I didn't. Wait, where am I? What have I done? I was just talking. And, forgot where I was going. Where am I? I've never been... This is modded, so I don't know where this is at all. Okay, well... I think I can probably just follow this road, and it should be okay. Cause yeah, this will come to the river here. As well. Yeah. I don't know. I could go on and on about the reasons I love Morrowind as well. But I've done that quite a few times. Alexia, there we go. Okay, we're on the right track. Because, I mean, you know, here's another little example here. So, I've been told... So, this is the quest I'm doing right now. I've been told of a silent hermit... Oh, no, that's not the quest. Here we go. So, this guy told me, at the Mages Guild, I need to get hold of 20 horn lily bulbs, 20 Timsicumbi flowers, and deliver them to Polody Floyne. He suggested to visit Darren's farming shop in Salem. So, I did do this. And then in Salem, this was kind of actually a bit tricky, which it's been a couple days now, so I don't remember the directions exactly. But so I went to this shop in Salem, and I talked to the shopkeeper there, and he told me, hey, we don't have this many flowers, it's a lot, but you might be able to go to this Indral stronghold where they do grow them as decoration. And now, to get to this stronghold, you're going to want to follow the road to Almalexia. Or, you know, you're going to want to go southeast, follow the road to Almalexia, which there weren't even map markers to go to Almalexia, so I was a bit confused on which road was to Almalexia. And then, once you the river, I think it was called Otica, which is this river here, you're going to want to stop following the road and turn around and go north. And then you should find the ruin, or the stronghold, sorry. And you know, no map markers, and or a lot of the quests don't have map markers, and you get given directions, and then you have to follow them. And I love that as well, because it makes you feel so much more immersed in the game. Because actually this is similar to real life for me. You know, I recently bought a car. I guess recently, 6 months ago, I bought a car, and started driving frequently. And I noticed that I stopped really knowing where I was going. Right? Before I was riding my bike everywhere, and when I was riding my bike, I really had to plan out my routes a lot more, because I couldn't just look down at the GPS while I was going on the way. So what I would end up doing on the bike was I would look up the route beforehand, and I would memorize it. And then I would follow that route, and I would have to look at all the roads, and I would look, you know, beforehand I would look at the street view, see if there's any good indications of when I need to turn, and, you know, I'd really memorize it, and I got a sense of direction in the city I live. It was very good. I started driving just as GPS became popular. So happy to throw out your map book. Well, yeah. GPS is a lot more convenient than a map book. I actually have an atlas, a 2005 to 2006 atlas of Germany. And I'm thinking, I wonder if this will still be applicable because I'm going to Germany soon. And if I should bring it along and see if I could use the atlas from 2006. See if I can use that to navigate. Because I won't have a car there as well. But yeah, GPS is definitely a lot easier to use. But yeah, so I was playing out the route a lot more. I was a lot more aware of my surroundings because I wasn't just looking at the map. I had it all memorized. I was memorizing locations to turn at. I would be like, okay, here's this gas station. Let's make sure we turn here. And I got a real sense of the city, right? Because I just had to memorize the directions. Ooh, okay, this is seemingly interrural territory, that's good. Would be fun, record a couple YouTube shorts for it? Maybe. I don't know how much success I'd have. I don't know. I mean, I could try it. I could definitely go to, like, Mainz, and then, I could see. It might be fun. Just go to Mainz, you know, take the bus to Mainz, and then, hop off the bus, and try to navigate the surroundings. That's a good idea, actually. That might be a good fun thing to do. But yeah. But now, yeah, so as I was saying, now that I have a car and can drive around with GPS, whenever there's a new place I need to go, I just type it into the GPS, set it up on the car, and then just pretty much blindly follow the GPS. Wait, do I not have the readable sign mod installed anymore? That's strange. Oh, it might be load order wise, because this looks like an upscale texture. Yeah, I probably just have the load order wrong. I'm loading the readable signs mod before the upscale texture mod. Okay, I'll fix that later. But yeah, so now I just type in to the car, into the GPS, and I just follow what the GPS tells me. I don't have to look at, like, any landmarks or... Yeah, so when I'm driving, I have no clue where I am. Which is so much different, because with the bike, I was, like, going different routes, trying to find what was more fun to go, what was more interesting. Didn't really have much of a worry. I could just kind of explore. And I think that's similar to Skyrim and Morrowind. In Skyrim, you have a really detailed map. You have your map, you have, like, a compass basically up here that tells you exactly where you need to go. And what I ended up doing in Skyrim every time was I would just follow the map marker. And I pretty much had no sense of where anything was. Because there was no reason to have any sense of where things were. Because you could just follow the map marker. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I get a lot more immersed in Morrowind, partially because there's less ease of life features. Oh, look at this scenery. I love it. Did you have fun spam jumping up sheer cliff faces? Oh, I did. I did that all the time. I would... Oh, dude. Skyrim, the cliff jumping was... I probably spent hours doing that. My goodness. Yeah, I did that so much. Oh, the only reason I ended up getting a horse was because they're better at cliff jumping. The scenery is really nice. This is Tamriel Rebuilt, right? Yeah, this is Tamriel Rebuilt. So specifically for if you want to know where this is, it's right here. So I went to Akamora, took the Siltstrider to Salem, and then in Salem they told me to go and find this Interral Stronghold, which turned out did have a map marker the entire time. It's just on the first run I did not notice. And I was just trying to follow these directions that weren't in the journal off the top of my head, and yeah, that wasn't great, but I mean, it worked out. But yeah, I mean, this is like one thing. Okay, Tamriel Rebuilt. This is pretty cool because like there's no area like this in base Morrowind. There's no like forest, as far as I know. Like there's like the swamp, which is pretty, has a lot of vegetation, but this is. It feels almost it feels so strange to have so much vegetation in Morrowind like this. I don't know. I love the big mushrooms and everything though. Like in the forest here, you just have these big mushrooms dotted around still. Really let you know it's Morrowind. Heading off. I'll try to swing by more frequently. Always love your streams, my friend. Have a great night. Thank you. And your art streams, also. I sometimes pop in. I don't really comment or anything because I'm very shy and usually only lurk online, but your art looks pretty cool, man. It's pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, so there is a map marker. I could have just followed that, but I don't love blindly following map markers. I think the better idea would probably just be follow the river here. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that so much. Oh, yeah. No. I think also, just follow what you want to do. If you want to start doing art streams rather than gaming, just do whatever makes you happy. I've done some art streams myself in the past, and they've been a good bit of fun. And I've thought about doing them more as well, but I think I like gaming a bit more than the art. Every once in a while I'll do like, Blender, it was Blender for me, but yeah, do whatever makes you happy. I don't know, maybe going along the river wasn't the best. No, we'll keep going. I don't know, usually I like following the roads. I don't love spam jumping up cliffs like this. It feels too Skyrim-like. But I think, yeah, maybe let's try the road. I don't know. I've spent so much time spam jumping the cliffs in Skyrim and trying to find like if you just do this at the right angle, then it works out. Ugh. One spell in Skyrim, especially early on, that really saved me was there's an illusion spell. I don't remember exactly what it's called anymore. But it's like a find your way spell that I abused that spell so much. I was using it honestly, I think in one of my Skyrim playthroughs I had, or actually in like most of my Skyrim playthroughs, I probably clairvoyance. In most of my Skyrim playthroughs I probably had like 50 illusion, and I never use illusion other than clairvoyance. I was spamming that spell so much that in most of my playthroughs I would end up having really high illusion, even though I never cast a single illusion spell other than clairvoyance. And I would pick the illusion perks just so I could use clairvoyance more often and not worry about the drain on my mana. Like the perks where you decrease the mana cost of a spell in a specific category. I was using that just for clairvoyance. I abused that spell, man. Hello, Thomas. How are you doing? I think maybe I should have just followed the river. I mean, there's another river here, but we'll see. Maybe we'll still come across. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, this cuts across the mountain here. Perfect. We're all good, man. You know, since I brought up earlier that I usually just lurk online, I'm kind of shy. Today, someone at work came in, and okay, so backstory, I guess, to preface this. So they're a kind of frequent customer. They come in every once in a while, maybe like once every couple weeks, right? And one time I was out at a gem mine with my family, and he was on a walk with some lady, maybe his girlfriend. I don't know. Oh shoot, I don't know specifically. But he was like, "Oh, dude, what's up? How are you doing? You know, we both at the gem mine. You know, it's 9:30 at night, and you're still awake. Do you usually go to sleep before 9:30? That is very healthy of you, man. I couldn't. I'm very unhealthy with my sleep schedule.
Motto's mercy on you.
Hello, man. But yeah, so he said hello. He was like, blah, blah, you know, a little bit of a conversation. It went fine. At least I thought it went fine. And he left. It was maybe a bit awkward. So now, a couple weeks later, he comes into work and he was like, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty healthy. I think. I don't know, actually. I mean, I guess it depends when you wake up. If you wake up at like 2 in the morning, then maybe it's not as healthy, but good on you, man. That's good. But yeah, so he comes in and he was like, "Oh, I was just driving by. I was on my way home, but I thought I had to step in and say I'm sorry about last time when I was on a walk and said hello." And I was like, "Oh, why are you saying sorry? It was fine, man. What's up?" And he was like, "Sorry, it's just you look scared." And he was like, so I was like, I don't know if you like thought, I don't know, something weird was going on. And he was like maybe because I had mentioned that my dad, one of his, you know, ancestor family members had died in World War II, and you're from Germany, and then you thought maybe I was mad at you, and you know, I don't know, you just look scared. And I was like, no, what do you mean I looked scared? And you know, I guess maybe cleared it up. But that's got me thinking, is maybe the reason why I struggle socially. You know, I don't have a resting bitch face. I just have a resting scared face. People just think I'm scared, and that's why they don't maybe talk to me or something. 'Cause, you know, to be fair, I am scared of social conversation. That is a thing. I don't love the idea of it, but man.
Go ahead.
I feel so bad. Because that was like a couple weeks ago that happened. Ooh. And now he's coming in and he's like, "Dude, I'm so sorry if I scared you." And I was like, oh my goodness. I don't know how to deal with that. Do I look scared to most people? Because like at work, I mean, there's probably the difference because at work I like, you know, smile and, you know, pretend to be happy and enthusiastic and nice and, you know, all the good emotions. Try to bring that to the front. But maybe I like just look like I'm scared when outside of work whenever someone approaches me. 7 a.m. Dang, you're getting what, like 2.5, 9.5 hours. That's, man, I'm envious of that sleep schedule, man. That is, oh, that sounds like a dream. 7 a.m., wake up, make tea, watch the sunrise over lake. Dude, you have like a, that sounds so nice. Ooh. Oh, what's up? One of their members is in danger. He'll help us, unexpected but kind. The boy in question was sent to prove himself under the wardship of our champion to the crumbling and cursed ruin. Oh wait, also, but I didn't read this. Comes with being, you get that a lot, not having the right expression. It comes with being neurotypical, not being neurotypical. You know, I don't know if I'm not neurotypical or not. But, you know, I never got tested. But the more I stream, the more I hear people tell me. Every once in a while, it comes up. Came up a few times when I started reading all the books in Morrowind. But, yeah. Used to have a completely wild sleep schedule. Would sometimes get to watch sunrise too. It was nice, yeah. No, my wildest sleep schedule was my rotating sleep schedule. It was very strange. I don't know how that happened, and I mean, I guess I kind of do, but this was I kept this up for like probably a year. Basically, I would go to sleep at 9 and wake up whenever, you know, like 8 hours later, let's say. Let's speak optimistically here. And then the next day, I would go to sleep at 10. Next day at 11. Next day at 12. And then, you know, go around the clock until I'm going to sleep at like 7 in the morning. And then at some point I'd be like, okay, no, I need to fix this. And then I would force myself to stay awake for 24 hours and then just crash at like 9 p.m. again. For now, it's just 2 a.m. Through 11 a.m. or 3 to 12. That's very similar to me. Yeah. Because I work at 1 p.m. 2 p.m. So, like, I don't have a need to get up at early in the morning. So, I stay up until, like, 3 or whatever. Alright, well, while we're on the way, I guess we'll go to Xanamu. Used to 6-7 nights to days without sleeping. Dang. Oh my god. I've been through that, it sucks, yeah. Trying to fix my sleep schedule and failing for years straight. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's fixed my sleep schedule is work. You know, needing to be awake during a certain set of hours. Fixed my rotating sleep schedule. Because before that I was like doing online stuff. Like online classes, I guess. And, you know, it doesn't matter when you're awake for those. Ancient ruin, the house Dunmer, cursed by the walking dead, profane spirits, or ancestors who works of dark magic, I don't know, a fearful place, but one to test the spirit of an aspiring warrior. The ruins may be found across the mountain east of here. The path through the mountains lies near a mine of the city. People to the south. Perhaps you could ask them if you're lost. Okay.
Speak, traveler.
Okay, well I do kind of need to go east anyway, so that kind of works out. And then it said I could go, well, actually I might, your trick was to make yourself feel safe. I don't know how to do that. I feel unsafe. Just okay. The ruin's right here. Why would I need directions? Been sober for about half a year. Would be nice to know, yeah. I mean, there are some things, I guess. Feeling safe-wise is just making the area you sleep in feel safe, I guess. If I felt safe enough, my body would wind down when it starts to get dark. Oh shit! Oh no! What? No! 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 Orcs are really strong. Okay, he's a very weak orc. Okay. Well, oh shit! Not. Oh wait, I'm out of magicka. Ah, shoot. But yeah, like, I feel a lot more safe in an enclosed area. Like, the opposite of claustrophobia, I guess. So I actually find it easier to sleep, in a not open area. Okay, minions, what are you doing? Sick them. So the, I guess, kind of area I sleep in usually is a pretty oh no, I sleep in a kind of small area and kind of cloistered up. Damn, they killed me. Tragic. But yeah, I don't know if that's what you mean. Just, feel if the environment you're in feels safe, you have an easier time to sleep. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. No, how far back am I? Just rest until daytime. Ugh. There we go. So you say what you mean? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean there's some things you can do for that. But yeah, I've never really understood the claustrophobia thing. Like, people who feel not good when they're in an enclosed area? Like, what do you mean? Closed area is the best. Like, honestly, just having... You know those, okay. Those, like, capsule hotels or, in Japan, where it's, like, just essentially this little coffin that, is sold as a hotel room. I think in Hong Kong there's apartments due to, bad living, insanely high, cost of living. Honestly, like, at least to sleep in, like, I wouldn't want my entire apartment to be just a little cubby, essentially. But, like, sleeping in one of those honestly sounds nice. Like, most people, I feel like, look at that and they're like, that looks like a nightmare. I would hate that. But that little, I don't know. Like, just living in basically, you know, sleeping in basically a coffin sounds really cozy to me. And I don't get what people have against enclosed spaces. Like, I get it. You know, I guess I would get it if it's enclosing on you. Like, if the space is actively getting smaller. That makes sense if you're, you know, worried about being crushed. But dude, just a little nook. Like Harry Potter's bedroom, bro. That's a fire bedroom right there. You know, he was being abused, sure. But, you know, that he had a nice little sleeping space. But, I mean, that's considering that the sleeping space is only a sleeping space and not just, you know, your room as well. Because I would still want a desk and, you know, those nice amenities, I suppose. But for sleeping, just a little nook. Seems perfect. Now you live in an RV, it suits me just fine, yeah. Yeah, or like a tiny home. I feel like that would be nice as well. Just a little place to live out on. I mean, you're saying you're getting up in the morning and watching the, you know, having some tea at the lakeside, basically. What was it? Watch the sunrise over the lake? Dude, that sounds so nice. Honestly, oof. That sounds beautiful. Like, who needs a mansion if you could just wake up and watch the sunrise over a lake? In an RV, it seems like a luxurious oh my goodness, where am I headed? I feel like I'm going the wrong way again. Okay, I think this way's probably good. Man, this is turning into a walking sim. Just walking about. At least the vibes are immaculate in Morrowind, and walking about isn't too bad. You know, hiking really is quite nice. I should get back into that. For a while I was pretty much going hiking every day. Or at the very least for a walk through a sort of wooded or foresty or sort of mountainous area, which I guess would be, I guess that's hiking. And it is a good time. And I would just bring a pear with me. You know, just a pear and a knife, and then just eat the pear as I'm going for a hike. It was really lovely, actually. I should get back into that. Good time. This goes back that way. Seems really nice, yeah. Like, oh, dude. It was so nice. I don't know why I stopped. I think part of it. I think part of it was I felt like I had to do it because I was every time I hiked, I was doing I would like film a little video of you know, some nature, like maybe I'd find a butterfly flying around and I'd film a video. I was posting that on YouTube and I was doing that every day. And it started to feel like if I didn't do it every day, I was failing, and then it felt like a burden to go hiking all the time. So that's probably why I stopped. But, you know, maybe if I didn't, you know, put the requirement of doing it every day. And, you know, uploading something every time I go. You know, filming something every time I go and uploading it. Which was so arbitrary. Like, why did I even do that? Like, that YouTube channel got... I think it didn't get any views. Like, I had no views, no subscribers, but I was just doing it and forcing myself to do it every day. For some reason. Used to hike through some woods every day, collect different things you could find. That sounds like a great time. Now, see, whoa, what? Oh, wow. Dude, that's so... Bro. Thomas, your life sounds so nice. I mean, off of the, just barely any, comments descriptions you've had of it. It sounds like paradise. Waking up in the morning, watching the sunrise over a lake, going for a walk in the forest, holding a wild bunny. It sounds idyllic. Bro, that is so nice. And honestly, I could be going for walks every day, and maybe not the sunrise part, but I could be doing that as well. I could be going for walks. I just arbitrarily hold myself back from that. Thanks, it's at peace right now. Yeah, it sounds lovely. Noble and decoder of the great house Indoril. Alright. Well, looks like I'm in the kind of right place here. I'm a noble of great house Indoril. It's my solemn duty to serve my house and clan as a leader and protector of its ancient laws. In the holy tradition of House Indoril, I'm a crusader and diplomat. I concern myself with the welfare and piety of our house, and strive to bring victory and glory to myself, my retainers, and my humble kinsmen. I serve at the pleasure of the holy tribunal and my clan, providing such public works and services as befits my station. You like to wake up earlier, but you value your time alone at night more, yeah. The thing is, I like the night so much that I don't think I would want to give it up. Like, what would I do in the morning? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good enough reason to have a good sleep schedule. Like, there's just the vague idea that it would be probably healthier. But like, at night, there's no one around, it's nice and peaceful, it's dark, and... I don't know, the nighttime to me is the most beautiful time. And the morning is... kind of sucks in comparison. People are waking up, so there's people around, and they're all groggy, and... you know, they just want the coffee or something. Ugh. The nighttime's nice and peaceful in comparison. You did a 40-mile walk this year. Dang. That's a lot. 40, that's more than a marathon. You love mornings when you can spend them alone? That's fair. I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of waking up and the couple hours that follow being awake are just not a pleasant time for me. Right? I don't feel good. Oh dude, look at this. 40 mile. Dang. 40. Isn't that like 2 marathons? I mean, how long's a marathon? Okay, it does not say the length here as the first thing. Yeah, marathon's 26. That's almost 2 marathons in one day. I mean, walking, sure, but oh my goodness. That's so much, yeah. Thomas, I think you might be one of the healthiest people I've ever talked to. Which is quite crazy. Quite impressive. Okay, yeah, this looks like one of those, I forget what they're called. One of those ruins strongholds. I guess the Enderal Stronghold. Okay. That you see on Vardenfell, where they have the Papillon beam transport things. Force both Enderal. Actually, hold on. I don't know about the healthiest, but definitely one of the healthiest. Ancient Dunmer Strongholds, right? I guess this is an ancient Enderal Stronghold. I just thought it would be different because it's Enderal specifically. But yeah, it makes sense. This is meant to be just an ancient stronghold as well. Ancient Chimera, I guess. I suppose. I mean, this one's specific. I don't know if it's Chimera or not. You rarely ever get 6? It's been 2021 since you've gotten 6. My goodness. I like to say that I rarely ever get sick. But I've found, especially since I started streaming, that I do get sick. Like, maybe not frequently, but I get sick quite a few times. It's just, I just push through it. Like, I'll still go to work. I'll still go to school if I don't feel well, but like, I won't do the things that I find fun if I'm sick. So like, I won't stream when I'm sick because I'm not gonna have fun if I'm streaming while sick. Like, if it's something I have to do, I don't let sickness interrupt me, I guess. So for the longest time, I probably just considered myself, I was like, well, I don't get sick ever. I always, do everything I have to. You get a lot of one-day sicknesses, but you rarely get anything worse than that, yeah. I'll get, like, some 2-day stuff, and, like, I'll get times where it's, like, really bad for 1 day or 1 or 2 days, but outside of those 1 or 2 days, it's, like, not that bad. Drimsugindal. In the garden vaults.
Spit it out or hit the road.
They're in the vaults? But yeah, I don't get, like, badly sick. What am I doing? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? This is the exact same thing I did at the end of last stream. I just randomly stole something. Why did I do that? I had no reason to just steal that gold. Bro, what? Why? Why? Okay, hey, no, talk to me. Yes, okay, I'm gonna pay the gold. You're a Telvanni wizard, I see? I guess. I just instinctively steal. I mean, I'm in the Mages Guild. Alright, we'll just pay a fine. I stole 50 gold, and I'm free to go basically just because I returned the 50. You didn't collect a fine at all. I stole 50 gold. Okay. I think, okay. I'm gonna advocate for myself here. What race and sign? Breton and, oh, I don't remember my sign. Apprentice. This looks like, you know, the old Dunmer ruins, the strongholds, so I just assumed, I was just going off vibes that I could just take from the chest. Possessed by a kleptomaniac, Dunmer spirit of old. Oh yeah. No hoarding. Got any torches / lights? I don't. Probably actually should bring that. I forgot that that is even a thing. But that would probably make things so much better. I just brought torches. Is that a Daedric dagger? Huh?
Compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother.
Oh, my soul drinker? This bad boy? Yeah, it's I don't know if it's Daedric. It's an artifact that I acquire. Yeah, I think that's Daedric. But I have very bad short blade skills, so that doesn't really help out much. Okay, here we are in the gardens. Ooh.
Say what you
Look at this place. This looks nice. Oh my god. Okay. Pretty far in the Mages Guild. Nice. Yeah. I'm working on completing it. So right now I'm a warlock, I think. Yeah, warlock. And I was gonna advance, and then it was like, oh, you have more duties to complete. Speak to the person in Vivek or no, not Vivek. Speak to the person in Sadith Mora or Aldrune. And then I was like, alright, yeah, I've done that already. They don't have any other quests. I did get the wizard staff. And then what it turned out to be is I have Tamriel Rebuilt installed. And they add more requirements. So I'm working on the Tamriel Rebuilt Mages Guild quests. So it's nice. And we got a nice little garden here. Alright, which was the guy I was supposed to talk to? Oh, dang it. It's not in the diary. Too bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to everyone. Actually, no. I might only have to talk to this
My time
fair
is
lady.
precious, so make it quick.
Is that what you came here for? You should go see Drimsu Gendal. Wait. Where did you say he was? In the vault? Grimsu Gildal in the garden vaults. So I'm in the gardens right now. I think. I would assume so. Assume these are the gardens. Very lovely gardens here.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
But there's
No, I don't
vaults.
think so.
Smoke skooma every day. I can make and sell skooma. I do have that mod installed. I don't know if I have any like skooma effect mods. I don't have any skooma effect mods installed though. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Alright, we're back. Where was I? Wait. Okay, I did turn the mic on. Let's make sure that is coming back on screen. We're good. Alright. So I need to talk with Dimsa in the vaults. If I can find him.
How are you today? I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Alright, so where could he be? It said the garden's vault. I don't really see a vault here, though.
Say what you want or go away.
Do I ever get called Breton Trash? No, usually just Outlander and Enwa. Actually, now that I think of it, I might have... should save. You're getting tired and nodding off. Alright, well. Have a nice night. Hope the nodding off lets you drift off into a nice sleep. You know, the... Ooh. Hold on. Spells.
Find someone else to bother.
Faction members only.
You waste your time. Go away.
Why do you tempt me like that? All the racism in Morrowind is pretty fun. Oh, we're up top. Ooh, look at that view. Hold on. How do I... What is the... what is the key to turn the HUD off? Ah! No, what did I do? I want to take a screenshot here. I just hit all the F 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, all of them. Toggle HUD. F11. Wait, I have F11. F11 is already bound to full screening. My window manager has F11 bound to full screening whatever application it's selected. Which I really need to remap to something else, because it does kind of break functionality. Some stuff. Alright, let's remap that to... F10? I don't think there's... Well, actually, F10 is volume for me. F8? Is F8 already mapped to something? I don't know. We'll just do F8. Now I can take a nice little screenshot. Hold on, let me get it better. There we go. That's a nice spot. Make sure. There we go. Alright, I think that's a nice little screenshot there. Now, what was it? F8? I don't know what that did. There we go. Tamriel rebuild stuff can be so pretty. Yeah, it is impressive how good Tamriel. Like, I'm so shocked by how good it is. It is insane. F9's quick load. Oh, okay. I think it said it in the settings. I just glossed over it. Like, Akamora? Bro, that is such a beautiful city right there. I have not explored a lot of Tamriel rebuilt. Man. It is really nice, though. So it sounded like, Iris, you've played Tamriel rebuilt. And yeah, it is... Ooh. It is crazy how good it is. Like, to be like, when I downloaded it, I kind of thought it was something different. Like, I'd heard about it. And what I thought it was something kind of crazy. I thought it was all of Tamriel rebuilt, and I thought it was just gonna be like super sparsely populated and like not super polished or anything like that. But okay, so it turns out it is not that. It is just the rest of Morrowind. There's a mod for that called Project Tamriel, yeah. So I mixed those two up, but I think, you know, I think Tamriel Rebuilt is incredible, you know. I think it is probably better to, you know, just have the smaller scale so you can focus on having more stuff in an area. You always thought it was weird how base game of Morrowind only was the island of Ardenfell? Yeah. Well, so I think... So what happened there, I think I mentioned this earlier in stream as well.
You talk too much out there.
Was they were coming off of Daggerfall, if I remember correctly. And Daggerfall is procedurally generated. So the world map on Daggerfall was ginormous. It was huge.
Why do you disturb me?
right? But most of it was pretty empty. And then when they came to Morrowind, I guess they wanted to change things up. And they wanted things to be a lot more populated. Right? They wanted to have more stuff everywhere. And so they decided to go against procedurally generating. Procedural generation.
Go
Which
ahead.
I think
I'm waiting.
was a great idea. I think procedural generation for a whole world is kind of stupid. Or not stupid, but isn't very interesting.
I
Okay,
don't
where
have a
the
lot of
heck is this
patience for
guy?
questions, Outlander.
I can't find him. He'll be going soon. So good night. It's always nice to be here. Yeah, great to have you. Right, like the procedural generation is not very interesting, so they switched away from that, and then I think what it was a limitation with the game engine and games of the time. So they couldn't end up fitting the entire map of Morrowind into one game. Something like that. Or a time crunch, you know. But I think, in the end, I think having Morrowind only take place in Vardenfell ended up being a good idea. Because Vardenfell is so packed full of stuff. And if they had made it all of Morrowind, it would have been like sparsely populated and a lot more reminiscent of Daggerfall, where there's lots of just open area with nothing in it. So I think the way Morrowind did it ended up being kind of perfect. I cannot find this vault that they're talking about. You beat Oblivion last week and started playing Daggerfall the other day. Oh, nice. How's that going? I haven't gotten around to playing Daggerfall, but that sounds really interesting. Like, I do want to get around to playing Arena and Daggerfall. I mean, they're both free nowadays, so wouldn't be hard. Like, are you using Daggerfall Unity or just base Daggerfall?
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
I'm pretty interested. Because the Elder Scrolls is my favorite universe. Favorite fictional universe, pretty much hands down. I don't know if anything else compares for me. Completely playing it blind, so you've hit a roadblock on the main story. Using Unity because Daggerfall won't load for you. Yeah. That's good. I think Unity probably is... Oh, there he is. It was just right here the entire time.
If you continue to bother me.
What the heck? Hey, man. Alright. Let's ask him about these things. You've come to the right place for teams to come by. We've got them in abundance, and the price is more than fair. Horn Lily, oh, dang it. I fear we don't have in such plenty. They grow naturally on the Nidothril coast, and in many other corners of Morrowind, so there is little need for us to cultivate them here in large quantities. They blossom thrice a year, like most of the local flora, and unless you can wait until the next harvest, I suggest you stroll around the Nidothril coast and keep your eyes open. Who would win in a fight? The Nerevarine or the Dovahkiin? I'm assuming we're going by post storyline, right? So we're going Nerevarine after he's beaten Dagoth and Dovahkiin after he's beaten Alduin, right? Not when they first start or somewhere in the middle. Which at that point basically becomes who's stronger, Alduin or Dagoth. And yeah, in game. I think I lean... Actually, I think Nerevarine. Because, like, the Dovahkiin is really strong, but he's, like, specialized against dragons. like, the reason why he was able to beat Dovahkiin is because he has a shout to bring a dragon down to the ground. And he has a shout, and, you know, he can absorb a dragon's soul. Right? He's specialized against dragons in that way. And that's kind of the reason why he won. He also has help. Where from like the biggest, some of the biggest Nordic heroes. Whereas the Nerevarines going alone against essentially a god. I think Nerevarine wins. I don't know. It's very up in the air because both of them are pretty arbitrary. Nerevarine can just levitate and shoot him from the sky, yeah. Yeah. Like, it's both pretty... Like, both of them are pretty arbitrary. Like, if you take it to the limit of... Like, if you make a character to the limit of Skyrim, like, you can. And a character to the limit of Morrowind. I don't know. I mean, both of them just have... You can just break the game if you take it to the limit, so it doesn't really matter either way there as well. I don't know. Dovahkiin's Akatosh reincarnated, but you think Nerevarin's the goat. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Dovahkiin's Akatosh reincarnated. Altmer, Flores, and Gorn. Ooh, man. We're sent on again somewhere else. My goodness. I don't know. Power scaling is such a weird thing. Like, I get why it's popular, but it is also just kind of strange that it is. Like, I definitely would want to, like, you know, compare my favorite character to someone else's favorite character and be like, well, mine can beat yours, so mine's better. But it is just kind of funny. It's like playground fights. Where you're like, oh yeah, well, my character can beat your guy. So we have to... Oh my goodness, he has a lot of potions. Alright, so I only need 20. For 21 gold, perfectly fair. Alright, so... Well, let's see, hold on. Does he have any of the... Horn lilies? He might have some. I can just buy ones that he has, and then... Yeah, he has 6. Might as well. Alright. So we either have to go to the Nidothril Coast. Along the shoreline of the ocean, starting due east of here. I think this is probably the easiest. Due east of here, reaching all the way to Enamordane. Be back in 5, alright. It's fertile ground. Yeah. Yep, we'll go ahead and harvest some of these plants we need. It's raining. So due east of here would be that way. So we'll... Wait, hold on. due east of here. The ocean is pretty far east. Let me go back and make sure I read that right. The east towards the ocean is kind of far. Wait, no, that's the wrong way.
What are they? Why do you disturb me?
Oh no, where do I need to go?
Your wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
Alright, oh, okay. You know what? Let's just try going east. We maybe misheard. Yeah, so we're looking for some grassland due east of here. Doesn't look particularly grassy. But we'll keep marching on. At least we're leveling our athletics, I guess. So dark. Alright. I mean, this is not grasslands at all. This is the opposite of fertile grasslands here. What the heck? This is east. This is not fertile grassland though. It just is to the east. We found a little shack here. Flask, some dice. Looks like a lovely little place here. Little meat. Ooh, a joke book. By Bootha Sunhouse. How's your wife? Asked Zalther. She's in bed with laryngitis, replied Howerliff. Is our Argonian bastard back in town again? I keep seeing spots before my eyes. Have you seen a healer? No, just spots. Okay. A big Nord named Julgan was set on by a gang of thieves. He fought them furiously, but in the end, they beat him into semi-consciousness. They searched his pockets and discovered that he only had 3 pieces of gold on him. Do you mean to tell us you fought us like a mad loop for 3 lousy gold pieces? Sneered one of the thieves. No, answered Julgan. I was afraid you were after the 400 gold pieces in my boot. Okay. During the War of Bettany, the Bretons on the Isle of Craghold were under siege for several days. After the island was liberated, Lord Bridwell found the ruins of the castle where a crowd of survivors were hidden away in the dark. It was going to be a difficult job freeing them, as part of the roof had collapsed, trapping them all within. Bridwell stuck his head in the only opening and shouted to the Bretons below, "Are there any expectant mothers down there?" "It's hard to say, your lordship," said a young woman. "We've only been down here for a few days." My goodness. An elderly Breton met with a contemporary of his at a guild meeting. "Harriston, old man, I wanted to express my sympathy. I heard that you buried your wife last week." "Had to, old boy," replied Harrison. "Dead, you know." Huh? I don't get that. What? He met a guy at the bar. He expresses sympathy that he buried his wife. And he had to because she's dead. Okay. Well, moving on. I don't really get it, but moving on. Why was the Sentinel army so useless during the War of Bethany? The cannons were too heavy, so all 3 garbage scows sunk. Moving on. What does a new Sentinel private learn first as a combat technique? How to retreat. I think these are meta references. A dark elf kills his wife, typical Dunmer behavior. Well, it doesn't seem like a Dunmer killed his wife there. If this is the joke you're referring to. I don't know, maybe something else. What is the world's thinnest book in the world? Redguard Heroes of the War of Bethany. I mean, why would the Redguards be fighting in the War of Bethany? Actually, I don't know what the War of Bethany is, but I'm assuming it's for Bretons. Which I guess the Breton kind of country, Hammerfell. Borders. Redguard country. Oh, here we go. A dark elf man killed his wife after catching her making love with another man. When the magistrate asked him why he killed her instead of her lover, the man replied, "I considered it better to kill one woman than a different man every week." Okay. A dark elf woman was being shown around Daggerfall. When she was shown the magnificent castle of Daggerfall, she smiled sweetly to her guide and whispered, "It reminds me of sex." "That's odd," said her guide. "Why does our castle Daggerfall remind you of sex?" The dark elf sighed. "Everything does." Okay. Yella told Vathisa that she was having dinner with a dark elf named Morlift that night. "I hear he's an animal," said Vathisa. "He'll rip your dress right after you." "Thank you for telling me," said Yell. Okay, these are just horny. I mean, what? What? Okay. I mean, it's fine, I guess, if you're into that. But I thought this was gonna be jokes. It's just horny. How do you separate sailors and the Khajiit Navy with a hammer and tongs? I don't get it. At first it was good, but now I feel like it's either I don't get it or it's some sex thing. "This orchid has sentimental value to me," said Muja, the Khajiit, to his friend Hasulid. "Under that tree, for example, is where I first made love." Oh my goodness. What are we doing? "And that tree's where her mother..." What? Her mother stood watching. What the hell? She watched you while you made love to her daughter? Clearly impressed. Why are you impressed by that? That's gross. Didn't she say anything? Meow? Ugh. What do you call a wood elf who doesn't lie or cheat or steal? A dead wood elf. See, that's a joke. What is going on? Okay. Okay. Where's this sexually frustrated author reminds me of Scrody make booger balls? Maybe. I mean, I feel like this is probably Booth's. Okay, hold on. I'm researching now. I must know. Where's this book from? It's probably from the mod. But if this is, you know, like a book from the Elder Scrolls official games, it's from Daggerfall. Okay, so this Reddit post, jokes by Butha Sunhouse. I found this hilarious piece of lore tucked in the Daggerfall Wood book section at the UESP site. Had a much needed laugh and figured some of you might want to know some too. So this is from Daggerfall. Some of them are funny, to be honest. Okay, so... Okay. Well... It is good to know that, hold on. It is good to know that the books that Tamriel Rebuilt adds are just from other Elder Scrolls games. Right. That was the thing I was wondering. Like if what Tamriel, because there were some books that I saw that I was like, okay, this isn't from Morrowind. I'm almost certain of that. It is good to know that those books were from, you know, either Arena, Daggerfall, Skyrim, or, you know, whatever. Because I was wondering. Because there were quite a few that I was like, I don't think this is Morrowind. Oh, yeah. Good to know. Because I was kind of thinking, like, did they write these books? Which would be kind of crazy. Ugh. What time is it? Huh. I feel like this week is just not felt as much enthusiasm. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm just tired. Got a lot going on in, I suppose, real life. There were a lot of stimulants while making Daggerfall and Morrowind, yeah. Probably. There's some crazy stuff in the, especially in the older games. Well, I mean, the Oblivion DLC, the Sheogorath one looks pretty crazy as well. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but seems pretty sweet and kind of crazy. Like maybe they were on some stuff as well for that. But yeah, have a nice night, nice day, whatever time zone you're in. And yeah, peace.